Hello, and welcome to round 7 of Dynamic Racing League from France. So, it is round 7, isn't it? It's round 8. How have I managed to miscount that? Okay, well, to round 8 in France. I hope you enjoy. I won't be commentating on the practice race, but I'll be getting some bit of practice myself on some camera angles, so I hope you enjoy. So that was the first attempt at racing around France. So that was your practice session, and we're going to wait now for everyone to get in the right cars and get ready for the session, and I'll be back as soon as qualifying starts. Hello and welcome to round 8 in France of the Dynamic Racing League. I really should have counted, make sure it was right, round 8, shouldn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, round 8. It is definitely round 8, I know that for sure. Now, so, qualifying. How do we do it? Well, 50% qualifying session. Well, it's not really, it's a short qualifying session, but I guess it's kind of 50%. The drivers will have 18 minutes, I believe, 18 now, to set their fastest time that they can in the session. The fastest will line up on pole, the slowest will be at the back of the grid. Now, rare for me to say this, and I think it's rare for most leagues to say this. Well, most leagues don't really have a commentator apart from us, but we have 20 drivers today. That is a full grid, so congratulations to everyone for taking part, and hopefully we'll have a good session. So, as you can see, 18 minutes, I was correct. It is raining here in France, which always makes things really, really tight and interesting. It means everyone will be qualifying on wet tyres, and if it's dry for the race, which you would presume it would be, then you don't really lose anything for trying to qualify as fast as possible, because you can start on whatever tyres you would like. This puts strategy right up into the air, so I would presume that quite a lot of people will be doing one stops tomorrow. I keep saying tomorrow as if it is actually tomorrow. Quite a lot of people will be doing one stops in the race, and we can see that Biffa Chipmunk is getting ready to go out, and he will be the first car out on track, I believe, as always. And thank you to always listening to my stream. And the Sauber just gets out in front of him, which would be Ryan Kai. Ryan Kai's already on track somehow. So Ryan Kai is the first car on track, trying to warm his tyres, and we see that he has gone for the wet tyres. And I think quite a lot of people decide to go for the wet tyres, which could make this qualifying session quite interesting. That is because we've got to remember that the track will dry throughout the session, so maybe the time set now will not actually have any bearing on what the grid will look like. But then it may not dry up, and being out now means you get an eye and get a feel for the conditions. So Ryan Kai, where's Ryan Kai currently in the championship? Well, he's not in the top 10. Ryan Kai 7, I believe he missed the last race, but Sauber are currently 10th in the championship, Constructors' Championship, with 16 points. At the opposite end of the championship is Force India, as we go all the way up to Orb King. Force India are currently at the top of the Constructors' Championship, which they only lead by 1 point over Williams, but Orb King also leads the Drivers' Championship by 2 points over Alpuma. Okay, with that gap coming down significantly over the last few rounds and races, so we want to find out who is going to be the first person to start a lap. It will be Ryan Kai, I believe, so we will ride on board with him as he gets in a bit of a mess, although Biffa Chipmunk apparently is on a lap. No, so we're going to try and work out who's going to be, as we've got a yellow flag in Sector 3 at the moment. I believe it's just for people slowing down. Yes, Ryan Kai's got some cars in front of him now. So I see a Mercedes up there. So I'm just going to keep flipping through and see who's on a lap and who isn't. So Jeff Sington just about to start a lap. Blasmuk is definitely on a lap. So let's ride on board with Blasmuk. Let's see what sort of a lap time he can do as he go down through these corners. 100 meter board. Got a good feel on the wet. Got a nice slide going on. Really using the gears to slow the car down. Actually driving quite nicely in these conditions. Bit of oversteer. Just saves it. I will lose a lot of time down the straight here though. I see quite a few cars have gone off just by the tyre marks on the right hand side. They've got a brake at about the 100 meter board here. Down to third gear. Get the grip. Turn right. Clip the apex. It's got too much oversteer in the car. The back just always wants to overtake the front. Now I bet this isn't flat out as it would be in the dry. How many gears is he going to go down? 7. Oh, the rear really wanting to go here, and he's off. And he is off into the runoff area. It was on the edge that lap at all times, wasn't it? And can he get the car facing the right way? Yeah, he's got the car facing the right way as he tries and get back onto the track. And Jayor has just got a 5-second grid penalty for a collision with Claire Eater ACC. That is Interesting. Storm 2006 has retired from the session. So what has happened to Blasmic? And Carter's had a crash there with someone. With Storm. Jayor's had a crash with Clatty to ACC. And to top all that off, we have Lee to open up the times with a 1:48.7. A really good lap there. Let's ride on board with Orb King now. You'd expect him to be somewhere near the front. Ryan Kai actually goes quickest there. Really good lap time, 1:47.3 for Ryan Kai. I thought he was looking alright in this. That was flat out. If you compare that, as Hixie123 seems to have retired, if you compare that sort of line and commitment to what we saw Blasmic have as he spun out, you would have noticed that he was a lot more grippy. He goes really wide. Can he keep the lap time? No. He's pulled out of that lap now. So, a mistake there from Owen. Lost grip. Didn't really look like he had that much. It looked like he had more grip than that on earlier laps, but obviously then he didn't have any grip. Now let's go down to Alpu Mutke. Sector 3 now. Really trying to... This corner is difficult in the dry, let alone the wet. But he actually gets a really good exit off that corner. What's his lap time looking at? 1:29 at the moment. This could be up there. He's going a bit wide. Just needs a break slightly earlier. Carter 5510 is just retired. So this could be a good lap. 42, 43, 46, 45. Really strong opening lap there from Alpu Mutke. Is he going to go again? Maybe. So it's really committed through these corners here. He's finding a hell of a lot of grip where there shouldn't be any grip at all, really. Wet conditions are always my favourite conditions. Is Luke racing today? Luke is still not racing, see? As Owen's retired from the session. Now, I need to find out if that was a deliberate retirement or if he's made a mistake. I guess there's no yellow flag, so I guess it was a deliberate retirement. Although there's Owen. Owen's actually crashed out. Normally, he doesn't retire by accident. He normally retires on purpose. But Owen has actually made a mistake and could find himself. So he's at least going to be 17th. Could find himself in 17th at this rate. Wow. Not what we were expecting from the leading... Well, the championship leader, the leading championship leader. That will give Alpu Mutke a lot of confidence now. Just has to keep it together going through a sector. Wow, that is commitment. That is a good line through there. This is going to be a really quick lap here from Alpu Mutke. As we see his lines, he's riding on board. He's got a lot of grip. Wow, this is going to be a stunning lap. Is the track drying up? Could it nearly be time for inters? Is that why he's finding the pace out there? Or has he just got the confidence? He has got the confidence and the lines going Alpu Mutke here on this lap. As we saw, Owen was crashed. This is going to be quick. 43, 44, 1:44.3. That is a very quick lap as Biffa Chipmunk comes out the pits. I don't believe that Alpu Mutke will be going on to another lap. So, as 10 minutes remain in the session, currently provisionally on pole is Alpu Mutke. In second place, just crossing the line and just popping up into second, is Kubilay Toprak in the Ferrari. Third place at the moment is Ryan Kai 7 driving for Sauber. How they could do with the third place finish today. Fourth place, Hughes Moves, who's got a yellow flag, out in sector 1. In fifth place is Jeff Sington currently. Sixth, Biffa Chipmunk. Seventh, Abijagu Jagua, 16. In seventh, 8th, Little Paul, 78. 9th, reserve driver Bilton Matt. 10th, Bryzy 91, currently 11th, but probably won't stay there, is Orb King. 12th, it's Fazillo 97, still in the pits. Hixie 123 is 13th. 14th is Storm 2006 UK. So Fazillo's just joined, so that would presume that he wasn't here a minute ago. Blasmic is currently 15th as he goes off the track. I think he holds up someone else. Oh no, he's just completely off the track. 16th is Jay Yayor. 17th is myatesftw baby. 18th is Carter. 19th Gogs 27, and 20th is Clarita ACC, who just pops up into 10th. So very, very interesting qualifying session here currently happening. So let's see if I got any update of what is going on. So Orb King says lost it on the entry to the straight. And Clarita ACC and J Yayor are having a bit of an argument at the moment. But I think that was the one we saw that someone had the penalty for. I think Claudio got the penalty for that, the 5th place grid penalty, which could help Orb King, or anyone really who's not having quite a good session at the end of this. And you see the lag that's currently happening for Clarita ACC. Apparently he hasn't practiced this track, and we'll see if it's evidence. Jayor goes up into 2nd with a really, really good lap there. So I was Alpamutko. I think about coming back into the pits. What is slippery? I think about coming back into the pits now, put some fresh tyres on, ready for one final run at the end of the session. But I didn't think you'd have this many retirements. I know we've got quite a lot of cars. Maybe in the race I could see this many retirements. We see that people have actually gone on the wrong track by the tyre marks. I thought maybe in the race we'd have this many retirements because of collisions and stuff, but in qualifying with so much runoff area, I thought it'd be impossible to actually retire from this on this track. Now Claudio took a really interesting line there. It was quite a karting line as he goes off again. It was like a karting racing line. It stays heavy rain. Can someone tell me what is the weather forecast for the race? That'd be interesting. Someone can get that information to me. What is the weather forecast for the race? So they reckon it's going to be heavy rain for the rest of this session. It's got yellow flag in sector 1, probably nothing major. Okay, so currently it's not going to be beneficial to put on the intermediates tyres, 2.7, but if you keep flipping between them, sometimes you can find out if the gap's coming down, and then within 5 seconds or so you'll see whether it will sort itself out. So I'm receiving information that is going to be dry for the race, as we see Jayor go really far off the track. I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest, to his lap. I was just flipping between the drivers. Okay, so the race should be dry, but there could be rain within 40 minutes into the race, which could be very, very interesting. But let's focus on the qualifying we have now. So Alpamutko currently in the pits, Jayor currently in 2nd. Yayor. I sound like I'm yodeling. There we go, that's probably made Lee laugh. 3rd, Kubaleto, Prak. 4th, Ryan Kai. 7th, 5th, Hughes moves. Everyone's in the pits at the moment, apart from Blasmuk. Let's see how he's doing. Wow. Got that car on the edge. I like the helmet, but you got it in the wrong colours. Should do a tribute to me. If anyone does a tribute to me with the helmet, you get extra brownie points. Maybe Silverstone. I want to see myatesftw tribute helmet at Silverstone. So, Blasmuk coming through. As we see, a car is out very, very wide. This little pool pops up into 3rd. That was a good grip for Blasmuk. So how have the drivers decided to put the wet setup on just to try getting a good qualifying position? That wouldn't be a stupid idea when you've got 20 cars on the grid. I wouldn't want to be Orb King, who's currently in 14th position. He won't finish the session in 14th. Wow. That was sliding to the max there from Blasmuk. And he decided to pit. Decided to abandon this lap now. Jeff Singleton. Is this just an out lap? No. Just a poor lap. Some people aren't confident in the wet. I used to love racing in the wet when I used to be in this championship racing full time last season. My wet results were amazing. People used to say I was good in the wet. I was still not as good as Spike, who's unfortunately not here. Spike 10-100, I would always put money on him in the wet. So 3 minutes 41 remaining. As I take a sip of drink Yellow flag comes out in sector 2. As Alpimutke comes back out to set another lap, another yellow flag in sector 2. Bill Tomat is up on his time. The green flag ahead. Something must have happened ahead a minute ago. Down through the gears. Toro Rosso does sound nice. Let's see how he does going through this section. Here's a yellow flag ahead. One downshift just to get the grip onto the tyres. Going through this corner now is a slow car. It's a Haas, I think. Clips the car really nice. Is this car Bryzy 91? Is he going to keep out the way? Yes, he is. He's trying his best to stay off the track. It's not turning out to be a bad lap here by Bilton Matt as we go through the final sector. How does he get this apex? Braking way too late. But he grabs it actually. That's frustrating. I thought I called that perfectly. Final corner, you've got to take this so steady in the wet. Clip the apex, that's it. Through the gears. Keeps it in second to get this traction out of the corner. Should move up a few places. Up to 7th. So 2 minutes remaining. Jayor, is he on a quick lap? He is. This would be worth riding on board with. People are really getting the feel of the conditions now. Did a bit of a Michael Schumacher-esque drift around that corner then. Keeps that corner as straight as possible. We're going to have to lift off slightly. Oh, just keeps it on the road there. Obviously trying to compete with Alpimutke for pole position here. Brakes really late. Does he carry too much speed into corner? Slightly messes up his exit. But is he up? Crucially, is he up on the time needed? Keeping an eye on the right hand corner. Doesn't say. Doesn't say if he's up or down. That was taken very smoothly there. He's getting a really good feel for the conditions now. As he tightens up into this final sector, final lot of corners. You can't be too greedy on this track. I've only raced this a few times because obviously I don't race, and this wasn't in the previous seasons. It's the first year we've had this track, but not a fan. I struggled with this final sector so much. It's always difficult if you go offline ever so slightly, and it goes offline ever so slightly like that. Really compromises your lap time. So, not quite quick enough for pole position. Alpimutke, can he extend his lead? Yes, he does. So, as we go into the final laps now, it's probably going to be a bit of a two-way fight. What's Little Paul doing? He's up on what he's got, but we don't think it'd be enough for. Let's have a look. Let's go through what everyone else. So Ryan Kai improves. Just trying to see if anyone's on par to beat. No one at the moment is on par to beat Jayor and Alpimutke. Blasmuk had a good few laps earlier on. So Kubalay Toprak has crossed the line to finish in 4th position currently. So quite a few people now are coming to the end of their laps. That wasn't a good line, was it? So Bilton started to retire. So let's see how Mattis can do. Currently 19th. Goes up into pole position. Bazillo, Gogs 27, that's not the line you want. I'm trying to see who's close to the end of the lap. Let's have a look. Biffa Chipmunk's really close to the end of the lap now. Going into the final corner. His rear tyres look really overheated. Otherwise that he's got the wrong setup on, but this is not going to be a quick time. Goes up into 10th though. Jeff Sington nowhere near the final sector as we see Blasmuk going through. So Jayor has messed it up. That is his lap time over. Unless he gets pole position now, and that would be ridiculous, but no. So Alpimutke, can he improve on his lap time? This looks like a good time. This could be good. 43, 44, not quite. So, oh wow, what is? Okay. Oh wow. Okay, this is glitchy. So Ryan Kai is going to be one of the final people to cross the line. Don't know what was happening down in that first corner. We'll ignore it. But going across the line, Ryan Kai. He's crossed the line, but he's going again. Okay. Okay, I don't know what's going on here now. Gogs 27. He's not going to do much better. I believe we're just waiting for Gogs 27 to cross the line, and we are, and he is going to come into the pit. So, in pole position for round 8 of Dynamic Racing League in France is myatesftw, baby. In second place is myatesftw, followed by J.I.O. In fourth place is Fazillo 97. This is a really strong front of the grid, isn't it? In fifth place is Little Paul 98. I like Little Paul. He is a solid driver. If something happens, you can probably bet on him coming up to win. In sixth place is Kubilay Toprak. I couldn't quite remember who was in seventh place. Okay, that was very odd. I hope we don't have a big crash at that at the start of the race, but you never know. Okay, so I got a reward for that qualifying. I'm really proud of myself. I think I did well. So I'm glad I got that little bit of reward at the end. Anyway, seventh is Ryan Kai 7. Eighth is Hughes Moves. Nice work from him. Ninth, Bilton Matt, our reserve driver. I love him so much I got his name wrong. Yeah, that's true. 10th is Blazmuk. In 11th is Biffa _ Chipmunk, one of my favourites, as you know. 13th is Claire Eater ACC. In 14th is Abijagujagua. Oh, did Claudio get a 5-place grid penalty? Oh, I've messed this up already. Jayor's got a 5-place grid penalty. So he goes down to 8th. Oh, this has messed up my system completely. 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th is now Jayor. Cannot count. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so now 9th is Bilton Matt. Okay, so let's start what we love. Going through the grid order. In pole position is myatesftw, baby. Second place is Alpumutke. Third is Fazillo 97. Fourth, Little Paul 78 for Red Bull. Fifth, Kubilay Toprak in the Ferrari. Sixth, Ryan Kai 7. Seventh is Hughes Moves. Eighth is now J.I.O. Let's make sure I got this right. Ninth is Bilton Matt. 10th is Blazmuk. In 11th is Biffa Chipmunk. This is why you should never get overexcited when trying to write down results. In 12th is now Jeff Sington. In 13th is Claire Eater ACC. In 14th is Abijagujagua. As you can hear the audio in the background. 15th is Brizzy 91. 16th is Gogs 27. 17th is Orb King. 18th is Hixie123. 19th is Storm 2006 UK. And 20th is Carter 5510. So now my notes are all messy, but hopefully I can work them out when we get to it. So, as we prepare for the start of the race, who will be victorious? myatesftw on pole position. This is a really horrible camera angle here, but waiting for the 3 red lights. What do we want? Race car noises. When do we want them? Yeah! Fazilla got a drive-through penalty instantly for jumping the start, but it does get him out of the way. So let's have a look down. Going down towards the first corner. Who's going to be victorious going into turn 1? Currently in the lead technically is Mattis. As we get, oh, that Renault I thought was going to be a big collision at the back there. There's cars everywhere. Who's been involved in that? Clyde to ACC. He was the one doing the dive bomb. Ryan Kai 7. Where's he ended up to? Where's Ryan Kai 7 gone? Ryan Kai 7 has disappeared, but currently in the lead is Fazillo 97, followed by myatesftw baby. Little Paul 78, Kabale Toprak 4th, Hughes moves 5th, and Alpu Mutke has dropped down the field slightly, but has got no front wing damage. 7th is Jay Yayor, 8th is Blasmuk, 9th Bilton Matt, and 10th Jeff Sington. Orping has had an amazing start there, up in 11th position already. That would not be reassuring to his championship rivals, although Biffa Chipmunk's going to try going around the outside now of Orb King going into the braking zone. Can he get the move done? He's going to get whacked in the back by someone. Who was that? Abijagu Jagua missing his braking zone completely, having to make sure he has to cut the chicane, make sure he doesn't gain an advantage from it, and carries on his way. As you see, loads of action going down this back straight now with cars with damage. Abijagu Jagua just keeping out of the way of everyone there. So Alpu Mutke is in a battle here. We see a battle between Hughes Moves and Alpu Mutke. Alpu Mutke on the outside here. He will be desperate to get some more positions gained in this race. He's going to get an opportunity now in the slipstream of Hughes Moves, who dives to the right hand side through all the dirt. Of course the track will not be rubbered in due to the wet qualifying session that we had. 100 meter board. Does he dare try out braking him? No, Hughes Moves will have a lot more grip on those super soft tyres, but he messes up the second corner, and here we go. The 2 battling. There's someone flying off in the background there. I don't know who that was, as we see Alpu Mutke complete that move going into that corner. Very good move. So at the end of lap 1 and into lap 2 with a jump start, so he will be having a drive-through penalty, is Fazillo 97. In second place is myatesftw baby. Third place Little Paul 78. Fourth place currently is Kabale Toprak. In 5th place is Jay Yayor. 6th place trying to chase down that Renault. In 5th place is Alpu Mutke. 7th place currently is Hughes Moves driving for Haas. 8th place is Bilton Matt. In 9th place is Orb King, who's gained even more positions since we last rode on board with him. 10th position is Jeff Sington with a train of cars behind him trying to get past now. Carter 5510. As you see, they're all getting stuck behind Orb King. He's on the soft tyres, and these super soft tyres need to make their way past Orb King as soon as possible. 12th place, also on super soft tyres, is Biffa Chipmunk. Storm 2006 on the soft tyres is in 13th. Abijagu Jagua, front wing damage 14th. 15th, Blasmuk. 16th, Gogs 27. 17th is Clatty to ACC, completely out of this at the moment. 18th, Bryzy 91. 19th, Hixie, and 20th doesn't exist apparently. So where should we look on board? I think this battle is going to be the interesting one. The one behind Orb King. The 2 Mercedes going to battle as one of Mercedes tries making the move. As Biffa Chipmunk, can he make something happen on Carter 5510? Hughes Moves got 3 second time penalty. 3 second time penalty as we enter this as a yellow flag in sector 3. Biffa Chipmunk just carrying a little bit too much speed there. Probably want to slow down a little bit going to the next corner as we see Carter whack the back of Jeff Sington. Orb King's now finding the pace on these tyres, so let's ride on board, or ride with Carter as he tries making a move on Jeff Singleton. The Red Bull, he's moving left, he's moving the right. It was probably more than one move, but Carter doesn't mind. He's going past now. Into the braking zone, he gets the move complete. Next up will be his teammate. How would he fare against him? As Alpin Mutke is all over the back of Kubilay Tuprak. Let's ride on board with this then. This could be an exciting battle. Kubilay Tuprak is on the super soft tyres as well, so it won't be easy to get past him in the corners. He's got a nice run out of this corner though. Is he going to go for it? Not quite. The line doesn't quite let you do it. He could have gone shallow though, I guess, and just messed up his exit. But then dive bombs don't always work in online racing. This race is still wide open. It's only lap 3 and so much has happened already. Into the final corner now of the lap. Can he get this straight? He's got a nice exit there. Diving to the inside, well, what will be the inside for the corner? Has opened his DRS, although Kubilay has got DRS open for himself, as he was within a second of the car ahead. Very close there. Cut back. Opportunity available, but couldn't quite get the exit required for that. Kaita ACC has got a penalty for multiple warnings. Not as easy as it looks, is it? I have to remember that. So, 5th fighting with Kubilay Tuprak, trying to get 4th position here. It's a very interesting battle. Built a mat all over the back of Hughes' moves as well as they go down the straight. But here we go. Here's the battle that we want to see. Battle for 4th place. DRS open. Alpin Mutke into the braking zone. Does he get the move complete? Yes, and you see Jayor now is all over the back of Little Paul 78, who finds himself in 2nd after that crazy start. And to keep, here we go. Is this going to be a move into the fast right-hander? I want to close my eyes. Where's he gone? On the soft tyres, he's going to hold it there. Little Paul's going to hold it there. Nice battle. Nice holding it on by Little Paul. Could have easily conceded, but he didn't, as he's got a really bad exit now. So that opens the opportunity for Jayor. This will obviously help Alpin Mutke no end with trying to gain on these two. Oh, how I've missed this racing. Jayor in the slipstream now of Little Paul 78. Open to DRS. Tucks in behind Little Paul 78, going down the straight. Hixie 123 has left the session, but going into turn 1 now, all over the back of Little Paul. This is for 2nd place. They are on different tyres. They are on different strategies. As Kubilay Tuprak's got a 3-second time penalty before multiple warnings. I feel like I'll be saying that a lot today for different drivers, not just for Kubilay. But gets a nice tidier exit. So these super soft tyres gone off already. It's starting to look that way, isn't it? A lot of the super soft starters really struggling to get these tyres working, as we don't want to see this angle, but we can just see in the distance through all this crap that Jayor has overtaken Little Paul 78 going into the chicane to take 2nd position. And now we can see how close Alpin Mutke is to this battle. He'll be wanting to get involved. He'll be wanting at least 2nd to capitalise on Owen's bad day. He could take the championship lead if it stays like this. Difficult to do an overtake into a flat out corner, but he's scared Little Paul a little bit to give him the space. Does he try getting an overtake done by Jayor? Jayor couldn't. No. Sector 3 is quite a fun sector to try and attack, but it doesn't always work out as Jayor goes slightly wide. Wouldn't want to be held up behind Little Paul 78 for too long, Alpin Mutke, because he wants to go chase down Jayor. And he's got front wing damage. He's just speared into the back of Little Paul, and that's really going to damage his race. Does he decide to pit straight away? Yes, he does. He knows you lose too much in that final sector. You just lose hell of a lot. So Alpin Mutke, don't always believe that 5-second stop-go penalty. Sometimes that is a mistake, but with this pit lane, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 5-second stop-go penalty, but he's not served it. Onto super softs. It's far too long to keep the super softs going, so now he's had to change to a 2-stop. How the championship has just swung into Orb King's favour, as we see ahead of him someone else inside the pit is Hixie 123. Of course, that is the car that has left of Hixie 123. This is not looking good for Alpin Mutke, but what can he do from here? We've seen him before pull out miracles when he is needed to, and he will need to do it again here. So Jeff Singleton is all over the back of Carter 5-5-10. I hate this track, to be honest, and I hate having to guess which corner people are in, because they all the corners look the same to me. Storm 2006 UK is all over the back of Abajigua, and we just seen him cut the corner. So that'd definitely be a time penalty. That isn't a lie, as we see him closing in. These midfield battles are really exciting, aren't they? Abajigua now finds himself just behind his teammate. How it has all gone wrong for Alpu Mutke when it was all should have been going right. Now we'll see Storm 2006 UK with a really good run down this straight. DRS open into the slipstream. Dives to the right. Should be able to get this move done into the braking zone. They are on different tyres. Clarity to ACC has got another 3-second time penalty as these two battle it out. And Storm 2006 successfully gets in front of Abajigua. I think he'll struggle to gain on Alpu Mutko, who is trying to pull his race back together. As Mattis has got a 3-second time penalty. So could open an opportunity up for Jayor, but it's got a long way to go yet. Although I just see... No. Okay, got too excited. So, the order as it stands, currently in the lead and pretty much uncontested, is Mattis FTW, baby. I'm just looking down the field and seeing this Blasmuk is gaining massively on Abajigua. So, this is going to be the next move. Then I'll decide to go through. The order currently is Abajigua defends. Just doesn't really defend, does he? Just dives to the right hand side, trying to break the slipstream probably. And Blasmuk not quite successful this time round. Fazillo is all over the back of Hughes. Moves off the road, off the track. Can they get the move done? Yes, that was a nice move. Kept the speed going into that corner. As Orb King now is all over the back of Bilton Matt. I'm trying to keep up to date with all these overtakes. Will he attempt it into the flat out corner? No, thinks better of it, but this is, we've seen some overtakes here already today. Not quite. Oh, King deciding that that will not be a sensible place to try and overtaking. See 4th place. You can see Kublai Tuprak as well, as Claudio has retired from the session. Clarita ACC. Will this bring out a safety car? Sometimes it does, and that could really help Alpu Mutke and other drivers trying to make their tyres last in this race. So, as we see, Orb King get all over the back of Bilton Matt. Opens his DRS. Can the move? Bilton Matt will defend the inside. Need to let him overshoot the corner, Orb King. And go for the cutback on the exit like this. I've heard him lift off then. Will he get the move done? He'll have the inside for this corner. Does he leave room? Is he still there? He got the move done. Well done, Orb King. Past Bilton Matt. Next on the list is Kublai Toprak. JIO is closing in a little bit on Mattis as we watch. Bilton Matt, also Fazillo. Fazillo all over the back of Bilton Matt. So many overtakes going on in this race. To think before this race happened in real life, they were worried there wouldn't be any overtaking. Oh, they're going to be side by side going through here. No. Fazillo's got some really good moves in him today. Just shadowing Orb King at every single opportunity. As we see Carter 5 for 10 all over the back of Biffa Chipmunk. Alpu Mutke's made a move on Gogs 27. So much overtaking going on, trying to keep on top of it as much as possible. Fazillo all over the back of Orb King, and they're both gaining on Kublai Tuprak. Carter 5-5-10 all over the back of Biffa Chipmunk are trying to see and keep an eye on the smallest gaps. Alpu Mutke on Jeff Sington. This will probably be a move going into this corner. We've seen Alpu Mutke make some moves here before. Here we go. Nice. Keeping the grip. Just using that fresh set of tyres to his advantage. A nice overtake there. So Fazillo, Orb King, Bilton Matt all stuck behind Kublai Toprak. Fazillo's fancying a move on Orb King here. Can he get the move done around the outside? Yes, he can. As we see, was that a dive by Bilton? Not quite. Bilton Matt thinking about it as we see Kublai Toprak going wide. This is the battle I think we need to keep an eye on at the moment with so many cars involved in it. Keep an eye down the field as well as much as I can. There's not many good camera angles here because of how far away all the grandstands and camera points are to the track because of this wide runoff, but I think that was someone getting a penalty there. Was it Jeff Singleton? I'm not quite sure, but DRS wide open. This could be 3 wide here. This could be silly, but Fazillo now finds himself up into 4th. He's got some really good pace here today. So another overtake. This is going to be one of the most overtaking races we've had in a long time. As Biff Chipmunk slipping down the field as he gets past Carter. Has he missed the braking zone? No, Carter 5-5-10 completely skipping the chicane. There's just bits and bobs flying everywhere. So what, has Carter lost his front wing? So Carter must have hit the back, or must have hit something and ended up losing his front wing. You see these two battling it out. I don't want to see another force injury with that front wing, do they? There's some conscious Biff Chipmunks got past Carter, and that was just purely because of the front wing damage, I would presume. We are entering pit stop window if you are on the super softs, I would presume. The super softs will be going off a lot, so the pit stop window will be open. Kublai Toprak now feeling the pressure of Orb King behind him. We won't want to lose too much ground to Fazillo 97. So let's see, can he get the move done? Oh, it's going to be tight. Wow, nice by Kublai there. Nice defending. A bit aggressive there, but legal. Diving down the inside. No, not quite. Kublai Toprak is fighting this with all his might. You see Carter's come into the pits. Bill to Matt is still on the back of this battle. Needs to watch his front wing here, Orb King. DRS will be wide open. Diving to left hand side. Can they get a move done safely? Yes, he can. Kublai Toprak now finds himself in 6th. Orb King 5th. Bilton Matt. Can Bilton Matt get past? But we've got to look at Alpin Mutke side by side with Bifford Chipmunk here. Going into the chicane. Gets the move done. Gogs 27 will also be coming down this DRS straight. Is he going to be close enough though to get a move done on Jeff Sington? No, not quite. Bilton Matt will want a bit of this action between Kublai Toprak and Orb King. As Mattis FTW Baby decides this is the time to pit. So Mattis FTW Baby has decided it is the time to pit from pole position. Found himself in the lead after, obviously, of course, the jump start from Fazillo. So can he get past Kublai Toprak on this lap? Yes, and Kublai decides to pit. So we see a few cars pitting now. So in the pits is Mattis, Little Paul, Kublai. They've all decided now's the time to pit. So how much has Alpin Mutke lost in this? So he's managed to get in front of a few cars. We see yellow flags in sector 3. I wonder what that's for. Jeff Sington, maybe Jeff Sington messed up the pit entry a little bit. So built a map all over the back of, okay, I gotta just do a grid, a quick order now. Let's see the pit stops. I don't want that one, it's not that one. 3 second time penalty for Storm 2006 UK. So let's see who stopped. So a few cars are yet to stop. So both these cars, Bilton Matt and Orb King, will be going into a pit stop battle before not too long. Alpin Mutke, of course, had to stop early because of that front wing damage he sustained on the back. I can't remember who it was now, but he got on the back of someone, and look how much pressure he's put Hughes Moves under. He's forced Hughes Moves into a mistake, and Hughes Moves tyres will have gone off drastically now as he tries closing down. You'll probably see the difference of grip going into this corner. Yeah, just look how much more downforce he has and grip in the tyres. He needs to make sure Hughes Moves doesn't slam to the side of him. Wow, that was a really nice move by Alpin Mutke. Not something I was expecting. Around the outside of Hughes Moves, who I think did win here in pre-season. So that is a really, really nice move there. So Alpin Mutke technically is in second if he can make the tyres last, but I don't think he will. So he'll probably have to pit again. I see Mattis is trying to find his way past traffic. And does he keep it on the road? Yes, he does. So Mattis successfully gets past Bilton Matt, who hasn't stopped yet. Now finds himself behind Orb King, although Bilton Matt seems like he wants a bit of the action. A few yellow flags popping here and there. Hughes Moves decides it is the time to pit. I've been talking so much, I need to take a swig of drink. Sorry if I missed something, but no, I'm not going to take a swig of drink yet because Mattis FTW is going to try making a move past Orb King, who should be quite compliant. He knows this isn't really his race anymore and gets through, makes the corner. Really nice move by Mattis FTW Baby. So he is currently, although 21 seconds behind Jail. Jail could stop here and potentially come back out in the lead. He is on soft tyres. So he's really got to try making this work now. Mattis, if he keeps getting held up behind these cars, JIO could actually win this. He's falling behind Mattis. He just hasn't got the pace on the tyres at the moment. This could swing the race to JIO's position. I want to see Carter 5x10. How's he so close behind Abu Jagu? Both taking it steady. Different tyres fitted. I don't know how fresh they are. Built and Matlock gaining on Orb King as well. Let's see what happens here before I swing up to these two. Quite dramatic. Here we go. Wow, what a pace advantage he has over Orb King. Is something happened to Orb King? That was slow. That was very slow by Orb King. Maybe he was saving airs or fuel or something. But I wouldn't expect him to be going that slow. The speed difference was phenomenal there. Don't know why I went off for that. This is full position. Tomatis has got another 3-second penalty. He's feeling the pressure, I think. 15, 16, 17, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18. Yeah, so he's starting to gain again on Jayor in the lead. But not quite enough. I think we should just stay with this battle at the moment. Seeing Orb King trying to get past Bilton Matt for position. And of course, Alpu Mutke isn't that far away, and he will have fresher tyres on. So when they will be fighting for position, in effect, if Alpu Mutke keeps gaining on Orb King, they could be battling for position for championship lead come end of the race. As Carter has finally got past Abu Jagua down the field, I see. Kubile Toprak is gaining on Gogs 27 as well. But this is the battle we have to watch, although Kubile Toprak does look like he could get past Gogs 27 here. Nice move there by Kubile Toprak to get past Gogs 27. Did Biltomat just get past Orb King? Yeah, Biltomat just got past Orb King, didn't he? Down that straight, he must have. Oh no, they're always that way around. Just checking. So, I think I missed something there. I feel like there was the other way around and I missed it. Imagine if I didn't turn my mic on as well. I've had done that before. No, it's mic's on. That's good. So, now we can finally go through the order. In the lead, currently yet to stop, is Jay Yayor. In second place is Fazillo 97 driving for Ferrari. Third place, the first of the pit stoppers, is myatesftw, baby. In fourth place is Bilton Matt, but currently getting hounded down by Orb King. He'll be trying to make a move here, make that fourth position. Can he make the move stick? 6123 is up ahead, but his car, he is disconnected and he is no longer in this session. So Jayo has decided this is the time to pit. Bilton Matt's decided this is the time to pit, and Orbkin thinks, no, I'm going to carry on. So Bilton Matt goes down to 7th. Jayor stays in 3rd. And Alpumutke is still gaining on Orb King. So if I was Alpumutke, if I was in Alpumutke's position, I'd keep going, because I know I've got the pace. Keep gaining on Orb King, and as soon as Orb King pits for those super soft tyres again, I'd pit for super soft tyres as well. Just shadow him, because you know you're quicker than him. So that's what I would do if I was in Alpumutke's position. So if this is actually, apart from Jagu who's all over the back of Carter 5x10, it's going on his own track. Does he get a warning for that? No, according to his dashboard he doesn't. Okay, doesn't matter. Well, it does matter to me a little bit, because I'm like, how many drivers have been doing that? So, we can finally see more gaps more than a second, which means things have finally settled down. It only took 15 laps of people to find their space on the track. In first place is Fazillo 97, driving a really, really good race here. Hasn't stopped yet, so when he does stop, he will fall downfield a little bit. Did start on soft tyres. Second place, currently really the real leader, myatesftw baby. In third place is Jay Yayor, who is on a different strategy to Mattis, which should make it interesting come end of the race. In fourth place is Orb King, yet to stop, 5-time Dynamic Racing League champion, of course. In fifth place is Alpu Mutke, gaining on Orb King. In sixth place is Little Paul 78, driving for Red Bull. In seventh place is Storm 2006 UK, driving for Mercedes, the lead Mercedes at the moment. In eighth place is Bilton Matt, our reserve driver, driving for Toro Rosso, who's now he's all over the back of Storm 2006 UK, going into the braking zone, gets the move done, moves up into seventh position. So now in eighth is Storm 2006 UK. In ninth, driving for Ferrari, is Kublai Toprak. In 10th position is Hughes Moves in the Haas. Haas could do with some points. They're currently 9th in the Constructors' Championship. 11th, just outside the points, is Biffa _ Chipmunk. In 12th is Carter 5510, driving for Force India. Force India currently the Constructors' leaders at the moment. In 13th is Abijagu Jagua, driving for Williams. In 14th, Jeff Sington. 15th, Gogs 27. Kublai Toprak's just got past Storm 2006 is pitted actually. Gogs 27 is in 15th. 16th, driving for Sauber. Not very good for Sauber at the moment. Only 16 points, bottom of the Constructors' Championship, and currently Ryan Kai's not here, and Blasmuk is running out of the points at the moment. So currently 16th. 17th, Bryzy 91, driving for Haas, and just coming out the pits now, not here, Hicksy 123, and having retired is Clarty to ACC, and not making a start, Ryan Kai 7. So 10 laps remaining of this exciting race, and it's just to make it even more exciting. If you look closely on the halo and the cockpit, it is raining. It is currently raining. Wow. And there's yellow flags everywhere, and the yellow flags disappear. So why are the yellow flags out? So is it going to get slippy? How wet is it going to get? Is it going to be heavy rain? Is it going to be medium rain? So now Fazillo is going to be trying to stay out for as long as possible until it gets wet. But this is the battle I think we need to keep an eye on. Alpu Mutke all over the back of Orb King. This will be for championship leading rights. Although it won't settle the championship, as you see a nice Sauber getting in the way there. He's put Inters on already, Blasmuk. Way too early for that. Way too early for Inters. Just disturbs this battle ever so slightly. Mattis FTW baby is now all over the back of Fazillo, as we see that the yellow flags come out because Bryzy 91 has retired from the session. I don't know if it was deliberate or not, but this is just got exciting. Mattis FTW baby following Fazillo 97, but Fazillo 97, well, I presume they all have to pit again, but we just don't know. Fazillo 97 trying to keep in the lead, hoping it rains ever so much more so he can only do one pit stop and not lose out. As you see, Alpu Mutke all over the back, but we have to go back to Mattis FTW baby, who's running into the back. Was that damage? Yes, front wing has fallen off Mattis. He's got front wing damage, not full front wing damage, but you see his right hand side of, well, as you look at it, left hand side, but his right hand side of his front wing has sustained slight damage as he dives to the inside. That's a very nice move there. as they go side by side. Hopefully Fazillo won't want to pit this lap. Coming down this straight. Now the front straight. Mattis takes the lead of this race, but of course does have front wing damage, so if they do have to pit again, he's going to end up with having to change his front wing. Alpu Mutke now all over the back of Orb King for 4th position. Like I said, this will be for the lead in the championship. Jayor is actually gaining, Jayor is gaining on Fazillo as well, so we've got a battle for the lead coming on here. A little bit behind now, but can Alpu Mutke make a move? Owen goes defensive on the inside. Really defensive by Owen there. He's not normally at defense. He leaves space for Alpu Mutke going through the exit of that corner, which becomes the inside. But now if we look at Jayor, he's all over the back of Fazillo 97 going down the main straight. But Alpu Mutke side by side with Owen going through these corners now into in the middle sector. Orb King still takes the lead. He pushes out Alpu Mutke ever so slightly and bringing Little Paul 78 into the battle now. You see Jayor is still trying to gain on Fazillo 97. He's going to make an overtake, but this is the battle I'm going to keep an eye on because this is for championship rights as Alpu Mutke is up the inside going down the straight, and Little Paul 78 is going to get into the battle again 3 wide into the chicane. Who's going to come out on top? Alpu Mutke outbreaks. I think Little Paul 78, yeah, he's missed the chicane. He's missed the chicane, so he's had to go straight on, but it's Fazillo 97 and Jayor are fighting it out as well. Fazillo 97 finds himself into 2nd place. Now, with the Renault of Jayor still right behind him there. Wow, this is exciting. Is Orb King still all over the back of Alpu Mutke? I need to take a breath. That is exciting stuff. This rain is just coming at the right time, isn't it? When do they pit? Do they decide to stay out? But as it stands, I believe that Alpu Mutke will be taking the lead of the championship. It was a hard-fought battle between the two of them, but Alpu Mutke currently comes out on top, and you see he's pulling away. He's pulling away as Jayor and Fazillo are battling out, and Jayor gets past Fazillo, who's left the session. Who has left the session due to connection. Let's hope he can reconnect because he's in a really good position at the moment. He reconnected earlier as Orb King's decided now is the time to pit. What tyres has Orb King put on? What tyres has Orb King put on? He's had to put on the ultra soft tyres, so he doesn't think it's going to rain hard enough for the wet tyres. Has the rain come at the wrong time? Has it not come at all? So he's now hoping it doesn't rain at all. So if it rains heavy now, he'll have to come in, pit for inters, and everyone else will be pitting as well. So has he lost out? It's a risk. It's a risk he's playing here. Oh, exciting. Little Paul 78 to think he's all over the back of Alpu Mutke a minute ago, and the 3 of them are battling out with Orb King. He's dropped way back. Cox 27 all over the back of Jeff Sington. Jeff Sington, wow. Ooh, I thought he was going to get him then, because he cut the corner. He's got a 3-second time penalty. Still trying to keep an eye on everything. This is turning out to be a crazy race. Does anyone dare risk? Let's see what tyres are fitted. So Blasmuk is on the inters. I'm just going to have a look and see if it's worth being on the inters right now. There's grip on the inters, but I don't think... No, it's not worth bringing the inters. It's still quicker to be on the dry tyres, I believe. So if you're listening to this stream... Oh wow, Blasmuk's gone off as well. Oh, Carter's nearly spinning. Carter spun. Wow, that was great evasive manoeuvre there from Storm 2006 UK. As Orb King's got past Alpu Mutke's pitted for intermediate tyres. Wow. Now this is just constantly changing at all times. So Alpu Mutke's decided to put intermediate tyres on. He's only the 2nd car out there on intermediate tyres. I don't think it's wet enough for intermediate tyres, if I'm honest. But he appears to be finding grip. He appears to be finding a lot of grip, actually. So my guess is DRS has been disabled, and that would suggest it's the right time to be an intermediate. Abu Jagu has decided it's time for intermediate tyres as well. This, I think, could have been... Looks like he just chose the perfect lap. Looks like Alpu Mutke chose the perfect lap to come out and put the intermediate tyres on. Although Biffa Chipmunk is all over the back of Alpu Mutke going into the braking zone. we can just see a direct comparison now of the difference in grip. Jayor, sorry, had to cut that battle short, but Jayor is all over the back of Mattis FTW baby as well for the lead. Of course, Mattis FTW baby has 3-second time penalty. I don't know how many Jayor has. Biff Chipmunk has made a move past Alpu Mutka. I think it was too soon for the intermediate tyres. Abajagu Jagua, Gogs 27, Blasmuk have all got intermediate tyres on. I don't think it was the right decision. I don't think there was enough grip out there to make the intermediate tyres work. Bryson 91 has left the session, but he's already retired. So this is the battle for the lead on track. I don't think it'll be a battle for the lead overall, because I think Mattis may have more penalties than JIO. And he spins up the rear tyres. There's a yellow flag in sector 3 somewhere. As he makes a move down the inside of the flat out corner. Did Mattis get front wing damage from hitting that sign there? Remember, he got front wing damage early on from hitting the back of the other car. Though I can't even remember who it was now, because this race has been so full of action that it's been impossible to remember everything that's going on. So it's raining, but not hard enough for wet tyres, as Alpamutke is getting... Well, he's going to be out of the points at this race, Alpamutke. He had it in the bag. If he didn't pit, he would have been fine. So Blasmuk is retired on his intermediate tyres in sector 1 somewhere. Storm 2006 is just overtaken Alpamutke, set the final points positions. Alpamutke is currently out of the points. Yellow flag down at turn 1. Mattis is trying to retake the lead as Orb King is all over back. Kuble Toprak going really wide there. So his decision to stop and put ultra soft tyres on has paid off massively, whereas Alpamutke's risk, unnecessary risk in my opinion, to put on the intermediate tyres hasn't paid off. I know he was on the super softs for a very long time, but I think he would have been able to hold on a bit better than if he had put intermediate tyres on. Maybe did an Orb King and put on ultra soft. That could have worked out even better now, as Orb King's all over the back of the 2-pack. He's got massive connection issues, which is always scary. I would know, if you look back at Austria and Italy and Japan for those connection worries of last season, if you don't know what I'm on about. But he's trying to make a move now for 6th position. He dives inside. This battle's happened a few times this race already, isn't it? Between Kuble and Orb King. You see those front wing pieces in the background. Kuble manages to hold on. Kuble really good in that first sector compared to Orb King. Manages to always keep him behind when they go wheel to wheel. So Alpamutke will just be hoping that it tips down with rain now, because I was commentating like 4 laps ago maybe about how this could be decisive for the championship, and now just the change in weather, the change of strategies makes it even more decisive as Orb King now overtakes Kuble Toprak to take 6th position. Kuble Toprak does have a bit of front wing left end plate damage. How this race has just flipped on its head so suddenly, so instantly. See Fazillo now chasing down Bilton Matt. I speechless, as Alpamutke's managed to make a move past Biff Chipmunk, who must have pitted for ultra soft tyres by the look of it. So Fazillo 97 in the slipstream of Bilton Matt, tries going to the outside. Brakes. Does he get the move done? Yes. Up into 4th position now for Fazillo 97. So next on Fazillo 97's hit list will be Little Paul. So lap 24 out of 27. Currently in the lead is Jay Yayor, who I thought I'd selected but clearly hadn't. 3 seconds ahead of Mattis FTW baby, in 10-second group time penalty now for Gox 27. Must be massively cutting the corners. So in 2nd place is Mattis FTW baby, driving for McLaren. Had to put a really good fight up to try to keep in the lead, but didn't quite work out, as we see that Alpamutke has just had to concede defeat and come in and put the ultra soft tyres on. He's just falling down the field now. 3rd position, Little Paul 78 driving for Red Bull. So he just kept it together, didn't get caught out by the weather, kept to his guns, kept to his strategy, and it's worked out really, really well for him. Vizillo 97 on the super soft tyres, driving really well for Ferrari, trying to close down Little Paul 78, and he should do with those much, much fresher tyres. That will be a battle to keep an eye out for at the end. Bilton Matt currently 5th place. 6th place Orb King, who's miles behind Fazillo, as we see Little Paul and Fazillo now deciding it is time to pit. Where's Orb King? Are they going to get out in front of Orb King? Fazillo 97 decided now it's time for intermediate tyres. Wow, that could be a bad move, or it could be a good move. So Fazillo 97 to put intermediate tyres on, and to Abajagoo, sorry, and all that I've missed retired. Fazillo's put intermediate tyres on, Little Paul's put ultra soft tyres on, although looking it looks like he's on soft tyres. So is the graphic just wrong? I'm not sure. He's on soft tyres, I believe. So that puts Orb King up to 4th. That is really damaging to Alpu Mutke, who looked like he had a really quick car here. So 6th place Fazillo, 7th place Hughes Mooths, 8th place is Storm 2006 UK. He must be on intermediate tyres. Why would you come in just to put on another set? Because his tyres were really fresh anyway. 9th place Kublai Toprak. 10th place is Biffa Chipmunk. 11th place, really not going to plan for him, is Alpu Mutke. 12th place is Jeff Sington. 13th place is Carter 5510. 14th place is Gogs 27, whose tyres are only now seeming to come into their own. So yes, only now is it time for the intermediate tyres, really. So maybe Fazillo did pull out something spectacular, but we can see Little Paul 78 all over the back of Orb King on those fresher tyres. Orb King's got 3 times second time penalty. That was very brave of Little Paul not to go in too hot there with Orb King. Oh, I'm just losing all breath. Losing everything that I could say. And is he going to go DRS disables? Now it's only wet enough for intermediates. But no one will pit, surely, going into these final laps. It'd be silly. As we see, Little Paul on those fresher ultra soft tyres, trying to keep it on the track, overtakes Orb King. Now is the right time for intermediate tyres. If, in fact, Fazillo is on ultra soft tyre, not ultra soft, sorry, intermediate tyres, then clearly chose the right moment to pit. I can't even choose my words properly, let alone the right tyres. So trying to keep an eye on the close battles. Fazillo, yeah, he's got to be on intermediate tyres. I mean, look at the pace difference he has now on Orb King, going around the outside of Orb King. Fazillo could now get past Little Paul 78 as well, but he hasn't got much time to do it. He's definitely on intermediate tyres. I know it looks like he's on soft tyres, but he's on the intermediate tyres. I can tell by the amount of grip that he has currently. Storm 2006 UK thinks it's worth the risk pitting so late on in the session to put on intermediate tyres. So does Biffa Chipmunk think it's good enough. Oh wow, look at the car struggling here. That was a bit risky, Little Paul 78, but I think it was a mistake, and he does let Fazillo back through. So does anyone decide to pit now for intermediate tyres? Alpu Mutke, you'll just be hoping it's on crashes up ahead. So Jayor, we have to take it steady. 5 seconds stop go penalty for corner cutting for Alpu Mutke and gaining a position. So it's all gone wrong now. So Jayor's taking it so steady. It's too wet for these slicks. Look at them. This is like Spa, isn't it? 2007, I want to say, when Raikkonen, Hamilton battling it out on dry tyres right at the end. But of course, we don't know what the gap that these people need. Does he make the corner? It's just so difficult in these conditions. Looking down the field, is there any battle that could happen? Alpu Mutke's been saved a little bit by this, isn't he? I think Jayor is just going to take it steady. That's all we need to do. Take it steady to the checkered flag. He's only got one more sector to go. Has Jayor won a race this season? Let's have a look. Last race. This Jayor hasn't won a race this year yet. So we'll have our 7th different winner if Jayor wins. As Fazillo, look, is gaining massively on Bilton Matt. He'll just have so much more grip going into this braking zone. I don't want to miss J.I.O. crossing the line though. Great race, kept it all together when needed to. Fazillo, I will cut to Fazillo in a minute. Who's just overtaken Bilton Matt. I guess that was down the straight, as we see Mattis FTW baby in the background. So J.I.O. wins the race. Does he? Does he? Yes, Mattis FTW baby finishes in second. Fazillo on his inter tyres pitted at the perfect time to make those intermediate tyres work. Kibble Toprak unserved stop go penalty. Gets a time penalty at the end there. So riding on board with Fazillo, who probably was the only one to get strategy nearly perfect today. Very difficult conditions, of course, to try and make things work out for them, but he did make it work. As we come towards the finish line now, does Fazillo take third position? Fazillo finishes in third. So Bilton Matt, reserve driver, driving for Toro Rosso in crazy conditions at the end there, takes fourth place. Little Paul 78 trying to, wow, just listen to the wheel spin. Definitely wet conditions now. Takes fifth place. Orb King takes sixth position, only half a second there behind. Hughes moves seventh. Storm 2006 seventh. Alpu Mutke, wow, how it went wrong for him. I do feel sorry for him. I know it can be frustrating in these situations, but just made the wrong decisions. Wasn't even, it just pitted too early for the intermediate tyres, way too early. Had to pit again for ultra softs, and then it decided to rain even heavier. Sometimes it doesn't go in your favour, sometimes it does. Frustrating race for Alpu Mutke, but at least he scored some points. That's all you can say really. Ninth place for Alpu Mutke, but our winner today is J.I.O. So J.I.O. takes the win. Mattis FTW baby in second, and third is Fazillo 97. Great racing. A seventh different winner out of 8 rounds. Incredible for this league. Absolutely amazing race. No safety car, wet qualifying, suddenly hit with rain in the middle of the race. It's what can happen. There's your top 3. So let's go through the results of round 8 of Dynamic Racing League in France once we skip that information, which means nothing. So taking the win, wow, look at all these penalties, is J.I.O. driving for Renault. Second place is Mattis FTW baby driving for the McLaren F1 team. Third place, rounding off the podium, is Fazillo 97. Fourth, Bilton Matt. Fifth, Liverpool 78. Sixth, Orb King, would have probably been hoping for better. Seventh, Storm 2006 UK. Eighth, Hughes Moves. Ninth, Alpu Mutke. Early in the race would have looked like he was a contender for the win. And 10th is Jeff Singleton driving for Red Bull. Thank you for joining us for this race. What has been a crazy race. Can't say that enough. Absolutely crazy. Thank you all for joining us. Everyone's saying what an amazing race it is. Thanks for commentating once again. No problem. I do enjoy commentary, but there's nothing more than I love than racing. So it is here that I said that I need to make an announcement. I'm going to make the announcement now. Next Sunday there will be an elimination league. We've done it before. I haven't raced in it before, but we have done this league before. It's a very fun format. Each race, I think it's 3 or 5 laps, not sure, have to check, but we have so many laps, and whoever's last gets eliminated from that, into the next race. So we'll go through as many races as possible. We'll be decided by a randomizer 10 minutes before the race, so no one can get practice on the early races to make sure that they know which track's coming up first, because no one will know. So that will be next weekend. Sign up on our Facebook wall, and here is where I announce the big announcement. I will be returning next Sunday to start in the Elimination League. The 2016 champion, 2017 champion, will be returning for the elimination race next Sunday. If you want to test yourself against the best, you got to be there. I hope you sign up, and I hope to see you all there. Biffa man, you had to, didn't you? I did have to. I mean, I had to sign up. I had to do it. It's my chance. I can race next week, so I'm going to take it. Thank you for joining us in a crazy race. If you're watching live, thank you. If you're watching back now, this isn't live. You probably know already that I'm racing because you probably would have heard it somewhere else. But thank you for joining us. I will see the majority of you next Sunday. Please comment on this video if you want me to do live comms. That'd be crazy while I race. I'll do live comms while I race if you want me to. But thank you for joining us. I don't know where the next round is. I think it's Austria, isn't it? Round 9 will be the next time we race in the main league. Hope you have a good Christmas if none of you join us for the Elimination League, and a happy new year. We will see you in 2019 for the remainder of this main league. Thank you for joining us. I shall see you again soon. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that rubbish. Goodbye.